Good morning. It is Friday, July 23rd. I'm just going to do this quick because I slept in for the first time in like a long time. And I need to work out and there's other stuff that I need to submit. And then at some point today I need to finish packing. So I wanted to follow up on the sound bath that I did last night. Freaking amazing. I'd never been to a sound bath before. I think it's called sound bath. And Lila was just amazing, and it was so peaceful, and it was outdoors, and it was in a horse stable, like not a horse stable, but like a horse ranch. And so she had like this huge block of like, or area blocked off, and it was like just sand, and it was fenced in, and it was right underneath the stars. And so we took a yoga mat, blankets, pillows, and she had her whole, like, she has those singing bowls, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. And all we had to do was like lay there and like feel our breath and knock out, basically. It's like this it was like the best $15 of my life. It was worth every penny and more. But it helped me sleep. I knocked out immediately. But it was one of those knocking out sensations where, like, you're asleep, but you're awake at the same time. It's the weirdest feeling. And when she was doing the thing, I felt the tingling sensation, and I had not felt that tingling sensation in my head since last fall. And I felt it all over. I felt it. And I guess the way she explains it is just like, it's like a reset, because we were doing it so close to going into Leo season, I guess. And then she talked about the full moon is actually tonight. It wasn't yesterday. But it looked full. It looked beautiful. And so she said she wanted to do it more for the, like, entering into Leo time. I guess Leo is like a big thing. Like, there's like this thing called Leo Gate or Lion's Gate. I don't know what that is. But I'm gonna look it up. But anyways, like, I felt the tingling sensation, and I hadn't felt that since last fall. And so it was that, and then it was that feeling of like I'm asleep. And then I've had it when I'm really exhausted. Sometimes I'll snore, but I didn't snore. But I could. It was this or maybe it was snoring, this heavy breathing, because I only snore when I'm exhausted, like super exhausted, and so I can hear my heavy breathing. I can hear myself breathing. So there was this element of almost being awake at the same time. And I would go in and out of that state, and it helped me sleep. That's all I cared. It helped me sleep. And I still kind of feel a little bit of pressure right here. But it was so good, and the sounds were just so healing, and yeah, I definitely want to have that in the back of my head, like, especially if I'm struggling with sleep, because this whole week I've been struggling with just feeling like I can get a good night's rest, and that just helped. And I think that's probably why today I slept in a little bit more, because I felt so relaxed. I had a lot of dreams too. This is the weirdest thing. I dreamt of Hannah, and I dreamt of the markets in some weird land, and I dreamt that the tables had turned, and it was this feeling that the tables had turned, but then I'm interacting with her, and she's black. She's African American. She's black, and I'm like, but but that's Hannah. Like, that's Hannah. And I'm just like, Hannah's not black. Hannah's white. So I'm interacting with her in my dream, and there was this sensation of like the tables had turned. Which is weird because the video that came out this morning that I posted was me speaking up. And I'm talking about the three images that I saw, and that pull that I felt like I was that black man. I don't know if I mentioned that, but there was this feeling that I was that black, or I connected with that black man who was wrongfully accused, who was behind bars, right? Trying, that if only he spoke up, he would be set free. That's the video that I posted today. So I woke up and I'm like, what is going on? Like, why am I seeing Hannah in this way? And that feeling of like the tables had turned. That's what it felt like the tables had turned. And it was a long, there was other stuff, other details, but that's what stood out the most. That's what stood out the most. And I was just like, in my head, I'm like, Hannah is white. Why is she coming out in my dream like this? It was just weird. And then I'm reminding myself, dreams are symbolic. Dreams are symbolic. There's symbolism. There's symbolism behind it. Anyways, I thought that was weird. So I'm just keeping this one short. I just want to speak on the sound bath with Lila. And I saw Leanna there too, so it was nice. She recognized me. I mean, I've only interacted with her literally like, this probably was like the third time that I see her. This is the third time that I see her. And she recognized me. She's like, Yubi, you came, and we hugged, and then I mentioned to her that I was moving away, that I'm letting the girls know, you know, like, hey, I'm moving away, and the girls that I interviewed, and there's this staff there, and she's the voiceover actress that I initially had talked about, or that I will be talking about. The video that I'm preparing to post in the next couple of days, I talk about her. She has a great voice, a very unique voice, and so that's her career right now. So she invited me to this, and we had talked about birth charts as well. So I really want to stay in touch with her, and she's like, yeah, I'll stay in touch. Maybe we can go for coffee before you leave. So I'd really like that, because I like her energy. I really do. So it was nice to see her. But alright, that was it. I need to work out. It's 10 o'clock. The gardener never showed up. The pool man never showed up. They're supposed to show up today. So I'm debating whether or not I want to go pack, but I got an email this morning from my new job, and so I want to address that as soon as possible so I can get started on that. And yeah, I think, and then I have to pick up a printer. So maybe I won't pack, and I'll go handle this. I might do that. I don't think I'll pack. I think I might just organize myself here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I won't pack again. So next week, it's gotta be the week. I'll just organize my stuff here. I wanted to mop and clean because I've been in the pool. And mop and clean, organize my stuff. I'm picking up a printer, and I need that printer. Thankfully, I'm getting that printer today. A friend of mine, it's gonna give me a printer. It's 10:10. I have to get going. She's gonna give me a printer that I'm gonna be able to use, and I need to print stuff out, and it needs my original signature. So I'm grateful for that. So I should have everything, all of that, turned in by today. And yeah, but I really want to walk. I want to walk. And run, because I get to dance when I do that, and I've been feeling good with doing that, and my legs look good, so I keep it up. I'm checking myself out. I'm like, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the definition. So I'm gonna do that right now. But that's it. I just want to report on that.
My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me. So take care.